Hello, James Torah Lessons. James Carroll here. We're going to continue on the Pentatonics today, and we're just going to look at the root box, the first box, the main box. So what we're going to do today is learn how to solo. Yesterday I went over all 5 positions. If you didn't see it, you can go back and look at it. Okay, but all we want to do right now is learn how to solo. So if all I do is play, sequential, it sounds boring. So what you want to do is add some spice to it, add your own stuff in it. So maybe doing something like this. Okay, and all I'm doing on that, all I'm doing is muting the strings. Okay, putting my right hand, or rhythm hand, over the strings, muting them, where they will not tone out, sound out. So that's all I'm doing. And then I do stuff like this. You hear how it gives a little bit more spice instead of doing it like, yeah. So all I'm doing is adding a little bit of spice. So let's do something like, okay. So I'm starting on a root note and I'm ending on a root note in order to keep it in the key of A minor. So on that particular lick, I did something like, okay. So all that is starting on the root note there at the A minor on the D string, the 7th fret, and I'm going from the 5th fret to the 7th fret on the G string, but I'm only picking once. That's called a hammer-on. So something like that would be, okay. So in that instance, what I did was I started on the 7th fret on the D string. So I hammer on, and then I'm only hitting once, but I got 3 notes going. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and all I do is hammer on, and then pull off. Okay, that's just pulling down. I'm with my 3rd finger to my 1st finger, from the 7th fret to the 5th fret, without hitting it a 2nd time. So again, so I did that hammer on and pull off there on the 5 to 7 on the G string. I come back, I hit that 7th fret, the A note or root note. I do that on the 7th fret on the D string, and then I do another hammer on pull off. And then for this instance, I did a slide. So a slide is just simply a slide. And from the 5th to the 7th string on the D string. And then by putting my finger up and down, that's vibrato. Okay. Alright, in that instance, I just did a bend. Okay, and all a bend is, as you can see, is I use all 3 of my fingers to pull that, the G string, the 7th fret, and I did what's called a full bend. What makes it full is I go from that 7 note, and I want to make sure, see, I want to hit that same tone. So I want to get the tone, the sound from that 7th fret bent that I have on that 9th fret not bent. Okay? Alright, now let's do something like this. Okay, all I did there was on the 1st string, that 5th fret, that I hit the 5th fret, the 8th fret, and the 8th fret on the B string, and then I hit the 5th fret on the B string. Okay, and then in this instance, I'm doing the 7th fret G string, 5th fret B string. Okay, and all I did there was do a pinch harmonic. So A pinch harmonic is simply when you take your rhythm hand and you're bending the string. In this instance, I bit the string, but you don't have to. But you hit the string and you barely touch it while you pick it. You barely touch it with your rhythm and thumb. Okay. That's a good one right there. That's called a double stop. A double stop is simply 2 frets. So for this instance, I did the 5th fret and I barred 5th fret, both the 3rd and 4th strings, and then I slid it to the 7th fret. See, and you can also do a hammer on. But the idea is to get you to practice in that one little box. Before the end of the week, you're going to do all the boxes, and that way you'll be able to visualize the entire fretboard and be able to see it as one piece. Okay? So now we're just going to stay in that box. And all I want you to do is come up with different variations, you know, and just practice. And you can probably find some backing tracks by Googling or going on YouTube, finding some backing tracks in the key of A minor. Alright, and just practice inside that box. Okay? Okay, practice with your hammer on, your pull off, your bend, and again, you want to get your bend, okay, for a full bend, you want to get that same tone as 2 frets, 1, 2, over. And the more you practice that, the more you can hear it, and that helps develop your ears. So, and practice your slides. Practice your muting. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, practice. Also practice going from root to root. Okay, you can do multiple hammer-on pull-offs. Excuse me. Just try to give you some ideas so you're not stuck, you know, in a stale position. And so we're going to go ahead and stop it there today. Tomorrow we're going to go ahead and look at another box, and then we'll keep adding a box, and then I'll show you how to connect the boxes where you're going to be fluent going from one box to the next. Okay, so James Carroll, James Guitar Lessons. You can please like the video, follow me on YouTube and Facebook, and I will have my webpage up within just a couple days. And that's going to be, my webpage is designed a little bit differently right now than my YouTube. So we'll see you tomorrow. All right, thanks. Bye-bye.